The story was finally out. The truth, unstoppable. But what the world didn't know, what Claire was about to discover, was that Alexander's secret went far deeper than anyone could imagine. He wasn't just a taxi driver or a fallen whistleblower. He was something else entirely. The elevator doors slid open to the city's morning light. Claire stepped out into chaos. Reporters swarmed the streets. Police sirens wailed in the distance. Her phone buzzed non-stop with notifications. The story had gone viral. Headlines flashed across every major network. Newspaper Global Financial Tycoon exposed in massive fraud scandal. Newspaper Carter and Associates under investigation, CEO missing. Newspaper Inside the Secret Files of Dalton Hayes. Claire stopped in the middle of the street, tears welling in her eyes as the weight of everything hit her. The world finally knew. People rushed past, holding phones, reading the headlines aloud. The air itself felt electric, alive with truth. But beneath the noise, one thought burned in her chest. Alexander. She found the nearest quiet alley and pulled out her phone. There was a single unread message from an unknown number. Her hands shook as she opened it. If you're reading this, it means you made it out. I told you not to waste what we started. Her heart skipped. Attached was a video file. She pressed play. Alexander appeared on screen, sitting in the same taxi she'd first met him in. His face tired, eyes heavy but full of purpose. Claire, he began. If you're watching this, I'm probably gone. But there's something I need you to know, something I couldn't tell you before. The camera shifted slightly, revealing a military insignia on his jacket pocket, faded but unmistakable. I wasn't just a driver. Before Dalton Hayes and Evelyn Carter built their empire, I was assigned to investigate them, deep cover. When the operation fell apart, I took the fall. They buried me, erased my name, made me a ghost. Claire covered her mouth, whispering, You were an agent. When I saw you that night, Alexander continued, I saw the same fire I once had. You reminded me why I started all this. You gave me a reason to finish it. He looked away for a moment, then back at the camera. The files you leaked today, they're not just about money. They expose politicians, judges, entire systems built to protect men like Hayes. You didn't just free me, Claire. You freed them all. The video glitched for a second, then cut to static. Claire wiped her tears, overwhelmed. A voice behind her made her freeze. Quite the performance, wasn't it? She turned. Victor Dalton stood at the end of the alley, receding hairline, trimmed beard, sly eyes gleaming. He held a phone in one hand, a calm smirk on his lips. Alexander was good, Victor said softly. But he forgot one thing, every empire has another layer beneath it. Claire's eyes narrowed. You're part of this too. Part? He laughed quietly. My dear, I own what comes next. Hayes was a puppet. Now that he's gone, the board needs a new chairman. Her pulse raced. You can't stop this. The world knows now. The world knows what I allow them to know. He took a step closer, voice dropping to a whisper. But don't worry. You'll get your fame, your sympathy. Everyone loves a survivor. He turned to leave, but Claire spoke up. You're wrong. Victor paused. You think you control the narrative, but Alexander didn't trust me with just one drive. There's another, one tied to your accounts, your deals, your family offshore. Victor froze mid-step. The smirk vanished. Claire's voice steadied, strong and cold. I already sent it to the authorities. You'll be famous too. Victor's jaw clenched. He looked back at her, and for the first time, the mask cracked. Then he smiled again, faint but chilling. Then I guess Alexander taught you well. He disappeared into the crowd, leaving Claire standing alone, the city alive with sirens and breaking news. She looked up at the rising sun. For the first time in years, she felt the warmth not as a spotlight, but as peace. She whispered to the sky, "You did it, Alexander." We both did. Then she turned, walking toward the city, her reflection caught in a passing taxi's mirror. The driver wore a hat, face hidden in shadow. As the car passed, the man adjusted the mirror, revealing a faint, familiar smile. It was Alexander. Alive. Watching. Protecting. The screen faded to black. Text on screen. Sometimes, the truth doesn't end the story, it begins one. If this story moved you, if you believe the truth still matters, hit subscribe and turn on the bell. More stories like this are coming, each one inspired by the power of courage, secrets, and redemption.